Good evening and pranams to all dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. Today is a beautiful milestone. This morning we witnessed the launch of Being Heartful Every Day, the version 2 that was awaited for a very long time. And this is a renewed journey anchored in Swadhyaya, which is self-study. A journey where we integrate introspection and reflection into our everyday life through the guiding light of our practice and the timeless wisdom of our great masters. This evening marks the second session of this new session format, and we want to begin by acknowledging your presence, not just physically, but with your hearts. They're ready to receive, they're ready to reflect, and ready to walk together once again. So, what can we look forward into this new phase of BHED? Over the course of this year, we'll be going through different themes that touch every part of our lives. And in every step, our self study, which is Swadhyaya, will be our compass. We will draw from the teachings of our beloved masters, Babuji Maharaj, Chariji, and Daji, and reflect on how these insights apply to our day to day situations. This year long journey, starting today, is going to be like a living curriculum where the subjects are the areas of our own life. The spiritual literature given by masters are the teachings, and the vehicle is our direct experience. Each day, we will be exploring, introspecting, and gently writing our own diary of transformation. And we are now going to touch upon the theme for this week, which is designing destiny. So, what does it mean to design our destiny? In heartfulness, we are not passive travelers waiting for fate to unfold. We are active co creators. And every thought, every intention, every action, and every spiritual effort leaves an imprint. These impressions, also known as samskars, shape the course of our journey, both in the inner world as well as in the outer world. But here is the grace. Through heartfulness practices, especially the meditation, cleaning, nighttime prayer, we are empowering ourselves to transform the past and plants the seed of a brighter inner future. And Swadhyaya allows us to become conscious of what those seeds are. Swadhyaya is the mirror. It shows us where we are stuck, what patterns we are repeating, what nourishes us, and what thoughts derails us. And most importantly, how the Master's wisdom is gently guiding us through all of it if only we pause to listen. Moving ahead in the session, and we are going to integrate Swadhyaya into the daily routine through sadhana, reflection, and introspection, diary writing, and study of the Master's work. Dear sisters and brothers, we also encourage you that as we commence our journey with the new version of BHED integrated with Swadhyaya, please consider gently extending the invitation to someone in your life for these sessions. It could be your family member, a colleague, or a friend. You never know whose heart may be silently waiting for such a call. And we will now read from the article on how to make the most of life. And this article is by beloved Taji. We will now begin the reading. Daji explores the topic of destiny, including our own role in determining our future, as well as the roles other people, circumstances, and the environment play. He shares us with some practices and attitudes that help to make the most out of life. What determines our destiny? This is a fundamental question of existence. We all want to change our behavior so that our loved ones can resonate with us. And we also expect our loved ones to change their behavior so that we love them even more. Now, in order to understand human behavior, we first must understand how the conditioning of our behavior patterns came about. And also, can we break away from these patterns? Researchers study these things in a very limited way. For example, they study alcohol addiction, drug addiction, sex addiction, and other habits that become ingrained as the nervous system becomes hardwired. I would like to focus on the way we develop vrittis, the activities and tendencies of the mind, and how we develop our prakriti, our individual nature, based on these mental activities. It eventually becomes our hardcore genetic nature, which determines our future. We can say that we create our destiny according to the tendencies we develop. How do we create tendencies? The first thing that contributes to our conditioning is environment. For example, say you had a love affair and you loved that person very much, but you broke up. After some time, you meet them again. How do you behave? Do you start fighting with them? Or do you say, I'm sorry, it ended like that? Are you nice? Or does your mind become volatile when it is triggered by seeing the other person? The second thing is memory, which plays a big role. There is cognitive memory, existential memory, and episodic memory. But deep down, our experiences remain as emotional memory. And it is emotional memory that creates our behavior patterns. We learn to protect ourselves from allowing such episodes to affect again in the future. For example, if a person was bitten by a dog in childhood, they will stay away from dogs when they are adults, even from little puppies. How do we change attend behavior? In the heartfulness cleaning practice, we use our will to make a sankalpa that all the impurities and complexities I have gathered during the day are leaving my system, and it has a magical impact. By doing this for 15 minutes in the evening after the day's work and before being with family members, we clear the slate. We are fresh without the baggage left over from the day. We will take a pause from the reading and let us take a couple of quiet moments absorbing these words, not just with the mind, but with the heart. And now, let us come together to offer the universal prayer with hearts full of love. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। May this universal prayer illuminate our inner landscapes and awaken the love in all the hearts. And as the day draws to a close, let us take a few prayer moments before the sleep to offer bedtime prayer and the reflections of the day. Dear sisters and brothers, this is just the beginning, and in the days to come, we are going to dive deeper into the theme of designing destiny and how the master teachings become living guides in our every area, in every aspect of our lives and on about our inner evolution. Let this space be a sanctuary, not just of words, but of lived experience and shared wisdom. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining the evening session today. And we look forward to your presence for the morning session tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And we continue this theme of designing destiny in this week today, integrated with Swadhyaya, with sincerity and in surrender. I wish you a very good night and see you tomorrow at 6 a.m.